Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, Brad, we wanted to introduce people to the resistance band wall anchor. This is something Brad and I created, and we got to mention Jay too.
Right, Jay does a big part of designing
Jay was the engineer that designed this, and he really came up with a lot of the ideas. So this is a device that's going to help you work out at home, or if you're in the clinic. If you have a physical therapy clinic or a chiropractic clinic or an athletic club, you're going to want to have some of these on the wall.
Oh yeah, I wish these were at the club where I work out, at the YMCA, but they don't have them yet.
So let's show what it looks like here, Brad. And we generally are selling these in packs of 3, and we'll show you why in a minute. But so we got a clip on the top side, a clip on the bottom side, and then there's a circle inside.
Right. And you'll see exactly why they're shaped the way they are, because they really come in perfectly handy. They're wonderful.
Now there's 2 screw holes here. You want to show the screw, Brad, where it goes in?
So,
yep. And now that screw, it's very, very important. Please understand this. And in fact, there'll be a sticker on the one that you get.
It's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, that it has to be into a stud.
Right. Into a wooden stud.
You didn't see that, did you? Going into a stud.
Oh, Bob.
So anyway, yeah, if you try to go into the sheetrock, it's going to pull right off. And this thing is heavy duty. Let me tell you, I know we did some testing on this, on just the outer clips here, and you could pull 700 pounds on there. And Brad and I are going to make a demonstration here.
We did that, with a dynamometer and hydraulic system that worked professionally. We're going to show you a live setup here.
So you're gonna hook it up to a stud, and to make sure it's in a stud and holding, you're just gonna actually pull on it like this, for one part of test.
You're gonna use a stud finder to find the stud. We'll have a video on how to, some details on how to attach them, but you gotta sink them tight into a stud.
Find a handyman or find a handy woman if you don't have one. If you don't feel like that's something you can do yourself. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to show how strong this is. Hopefully we're not going to kill ourselves.
There's no doubt in my mind we're perfectly safe. Bob, what are we using here?
So we got the stretch out strap here, which by the way, you can use to stretch too.
Right, so it does give a good showing of how strong the strap is.
We just hooked it up. We just hooked it up to the top clip here. So Brad and I are going to go ahead. Ready for this?
Go ahead, Bob.
Ready?
How much do you weigh, Bob?
I weigh 205 pounds, since you have to ask.
And I weigh 190, so we've got just about 400 pounds on here. And we can easily hang ourselves there without having any problems.
So this thing is heavy duty. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, now Brad's going to show off some more here.
Well, this shows a little bit different angle. And go ahead, get that chair out of the way, Bob.
You ready?
Yep. And there we go. And, if you really wanted to do it, you could
actually do pull-ups.
I'm not really strong enough.
Hey, impressive, Brad.
But it really is.
All right, the next thing we want to show, Brad, is, okay, again, you can use these for, we actually like the Sank band, but it's more of a stretch band or a exercise band. So what you do is you just take it and you put a double knot in the end of it. And then you can just go up there and you can pull it apart a little bit like this, and it goes right into the top here, and it's secure.
Right.
And now you can do exercises. This works out really great for doing shoulder, internal rotation, external rotation. You can do P&F patterns, because we want you'll usually hook up 3 of these. We should probably talk about the heights of these, Brad.
Right, yep. Why we use 3.
Yeah, the top one I like to have you put up just about wrist level, and that's so that you can still hook up the bands without having to reach too high or get a chair.
Right.
So, and then you can do a lot of exercises like pull downs and stuff like this. This is my wife's favorite exercise, by the way. She said this has actually stopped her from having to go to a gym, because she does pull downs like this, and it actually works her triceps and the lats, and she just loves, getting rid of that flabby underneath the arm
what
thing.
do they call that? There's a name for that old teacher's arm or whatever.
So anyway, that's the top one. The middle one, I usually like maybe a little bit lower than this even, but you can start doing chest at this level. And then of course, the lowest one here, you can do for pull-ups, curls, and you can also hook up the leg one to that.
Right, I use them for reverse flies and forward flies. We got
it just goes on and on.
It really does. It goes infinite.
But we want to show how you're going to attach these now. So we just got the band. We showed you how to do that. Now with the exercise tubing, a lot of times you're going to have, you can have different variations. You might have one that, like the Sank band here, it's all part of one. You have some of these other ones that the handles detach.
They have the quick disconnect carabiner type of
This works
clips.
for all of them.
Yep.
So the first one, again, the simple way is just to actually pull it apart, and you'll find out that even some of the bands that are really quite thick, if you pull them apart and then pull them on there, they'll stand.
Yep, you just.
So can you see this, Lonnie? I'm going to pull it apart, and it goes right in, and there we go. We're set. We're ready to go. Obviously, if you're going on the lower one here, I'm going to go on the lowest clip.
That's right. There's a clip on the top and the bottom.
Right. Now you can also take this and make a loop and go in the middle like this, and then hook it around the top. And sometimes what that helps do is it helps it from sliding.
Right. If you want to do your exercises
One at a time.
Yeah, and you want to alternate, or you might only want to use one, and it locks it in. If you do the other technique, it'll slide until you get to there.
Right.
Which you may or may not want, but that you can use that way if you want. There's a lot of varieties of
there's
locking.
a lot of, we want to make sure that you're aware of some of them. Another one is like, let's say you want to do just what Brad did. You can hook it, pull it apart, hook it on the top, and then pull it apart, hook it on the bottom. So now it's really locked in.
Yeah.
So now I have the single one here, and that thing's not going to go anywhere.
Matter of fact, Bob, I'm going to show them the other way so that you can see, from that angle.
Yeah. I mean, that thing's not going to go anywhere, and you can feel really comfortable.
Oh, right.
It's interesting, Brad. I know the first time I used this, you feel a little leery. Like you're worried it's going to come out. And that's why we always want to make sure you're in a stud and stuff. But once you get accustomed to it, it's like you know that thing's going to stay there.
Right,
And you feel. But my son was looking at that and he goes, is that going to hold? Because he wanted to do a few because you don't want to get bopped in the face here. So the other one is the double one, Brad. And this is how Brad and I have setups at home.
Well, we are strong like bull, Bob.
You're stronger, so you might have one of these band sets that actually has, you can actually hook 2 or 3 bands up to it, tubings up to it. And it's got the carabiner clips and it goes on here. So what you're going to do now, so you're just going to fold it in the middle again like this. I'm going to go through the middle, and now I'm going to hook one to the top, pull it apart to the top, hook the other one to the bottom, pull it apart, and hook to the bottom. And there you go. Now that thing's all set, and now you got 4 bands basically if you're working this way. So this is really a workout here.
Right.
But this is how Brad and I do it. This is how I do my curls. I hook up 4 of those, and I go from the lowest one.
Oh, really?
And it really.
Oh, yeah, these biceps are bulging.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, you don't have to do it this way. If you want to just go, if you just want to, you can do it like that.
Yeah, you can do 2 too.
There's plenty of room in there to do that. You don't lock it, though, but it still works.
Brad's also going to show a lot of these come with cuff weights, or cuff
straps.
Cuff strap. And you can actually do a good leg workout on this. So again, he's going around the bottom, and he's going around the top, and then that thing's going to stay in place, and he can just go ahead and what's nice about this is once it's in place, you can actually do a series of exercises without having to take it off again.
Now, I really like this because it's working balance, it's working hip, and it's working core, all basically at the same time. That's the beauty of this. I mean, if you can get a weight machine into your basement, you got to buy all the heavy weights and have room and space, but you're never going to work balance in all these things at one time, I think, like this.
This is very inexpensive. So, and the way Brad and I think, I don't know if you're doing it this way or Brad or not, but what I do, I've just bought enough bands that I just keep them hooked up like this. And you do switch them around, don't you?
No, I don't. I've got all set up now.
Yeah,
so
I got it set up, so I got a band here. I got a band here.
Yep.
You want to grab another one, Brad? And I got a band set up on the bottom here. And we just leave them there. And my wife, she'll go walking by in the morning. She'll just walk over there, and she'll just start doing some workouts.
Right.
And then she leaves it. Then that night, I might come by, and I'll go by, and I'll do some posture workout. So it just works out really nice. That you don't have to worry about, you know.
I want to show another advantage, Bob, because
Sure.
you may not have thought about it off the top of your head, but these things can be trip hazards. So the nice thing about it is you can just go up like that, and there it is. It's
out of the way.
Out of the way and easy to work with.
So, and you can put this, you know, in your basement. You can put it in your garage. You can put it in your bedroom. That's where we have. I hate to say it, but we have one in our bedroom, even at our cabin that we own.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. And Linda insisted upon it.
I don't know about going to a hotel and putting it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But it's funny. My wife was very critical at this at first, and then she insisted later to have it on.
Sure.
Because she just loves it. So.
Right.
All right. It takes away all your excuses for working out.
Have a good time with it. Stretch away.
Thanks for watching.